Now you die! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
You think it'll be one-sided? Let's find out.
You bastard. That gear is mine. I'll consider that your winnings, you bastard.
Job done. You needn't worry about those things in the excavation site anymore.
You killed them? Right. 30 gold coins, wasn't it? Worth every one.
Thanks. Pleasure talking to you.
Right.
I'll look forward to our next conversation. I challenge you to a fight in the arena.
You think 'cause I'm a guard, I'm soft? Your mistake. All right then, you bastard. Huh? I'm sticking to guard duty from now on.
That makes me feel safe.
Bastard.
Hey.
Did I look like I wanted to talk to you?
Ricardo's made of rice paper and spit. You'll find tougher. Here, you're winning.
I'm ready.
Now there's a...
You see why people don't stand up to Brogar?
A few bruises won't stop me.
You're lucky it wasn't stab wounds.
His armor and those fighters make him feel tougher than he is.
For you, maybe. For me, that's why I don't tangle with him.
Brogar is a big fish in a small pond.
And those are giant words. So big, I don't think you know what you're saying.
I know some people wouldn't have a problem if he disappeared.
I won't be responsible for what Brogar would do to you.
Let me worry about that.
You should worry. But you're serious, aren't you?
I need some better armor.
You won't find it out here. There's only workers' clothes here.
Well, what about your armor? Where did that come from?
Armor for the hunters and fighters comes from the Don. But you won't get close to that if you're not accepted as one of us.
Right, so I've got to join the Don's gang first. What would I have to do to deal with him?
If you work for him, do what he tells you, and listen to everything he says. He'll let things slip. But you do know what you're proposing is dangerous.
All right. Where can I get workers' clothing?
Hawkins is your man. He's one of the Don's lieutenants. He's in charge of the workers.
I could help you.
Helpful sort, aren't you? You better not have landed me in it with Brogar. But then one's trouble is another's ease. Rachel needs this meat, so she'll be happy. Take note, sometimes it's better to take sides than end up in the middle.
Where do I find this Rachel?
She's usually cooking, in front of the temple.
Can you teach me about your hunting? I met a hunter called Yan. You haven't mentioned him.
He got himself posted as a guard on the road to Harbour Town. We never see him back here these days. That's another hunter less feeding the camp.
What can you tell me about your hunters?
Well, there's Lewis. Haven't seen him for days. I expect he's under a rock in the swamp. Not even the swamp flies bother him when he's had a skinful. Doug should also be in the swamp. He should be hunting. But I haven't seen him for days either. And of course you know what delightful tasks I have to do.
Both your hunters are back out doing their job.
Are they? You work fast.
Your team's not the best I've seen.
You take what you find. They're what I found. As for your training, maybe I can help.
Doug has been successful. He's given me some meat for the camp.
We needed that. You better take it to Rachel if you haven't given it to her already.
Lewis isn't going to stop drinking anytime soon.
I know. But when he's sober, or even when he's half cut, he's a damn good hunter.
Too risky. About Brogar. How does Rachel feel about him?
She's soft. Brogar bullies her, and she's like that even though the Don's behind her.
Brogar's fighters are staging fights in the arena. Would the Don approve of that?
You'd have to ask Rachel, but it might be something you can hold against Brogar. You could use it to stop Brogar. If you challenged him to combat and won, that would embarrass him in front of everyone. But it wouldn't be easy.
That's an understatement.
Well, you started on this path. Every man chooses his destination. Where are you going?
Whatever happens, I'll need to train.
A man needs skills, and with the path you've chosen, you'll need more skills than most.
There is no way I can beat Brogar with this useless equipment.
If you're after a better blade, Oscar the Smith will sell you one. If that fails, you'll need another line of attack. Magic. Try talking to Robart, the swamp farmer. He knows about magic, and as he's outside the camp, people won't hear you buying stuff.
Word has it that Brogar wants to replace the Don.
That much is obvious. There isn't a man in the place who hasn't worked that out. But it's not something anyone says out loud. Words can get you killed.
Let's try a few rounds in the arena.
Are you that keen to get a kicking?
Not interested?
You're not worth my time.
You chicken, Domingo. You a big, fat, feathery piece of poultry.
I see your mouth moving, but all I hear is blah, blah, blah.
You're the best fighter here. Come on.
See these muscles? There's money in them.
Okay, I'll pay you. 10 gold.
Sure, you can give me gold if you want, but my throat is as dry as sandpaper. I ain't budging an inch until I get a beer.
Here, have a swig of this.
Ah, that's the good stuff right there.
So, how about the arena?
Go on then. A beer, someone to punch. Life doesn't get much better.
You're clearly a man of simple tastes.
Time for a little lesson.
That does not feel good.
Okay, so you ain't bad, you ain't bad. I'll give you that. But your technique is all over the place.
I want to improve my fighting.
Domingo will have learned to respect you. Your win took him by surprise. And me. Here, your win. I don't like paying out. But you did what you bet you'd do.
Nobody will face me in the arena.
That's one of the biggest compliments they can pay you.
Yes, but I haven't faced Brogar.
Ah, that's a different world altogether. Brogar won't fight just for the hell of it. His position in camp is built on his brawn and his ruthlessness. He can't afford for anyone to beat him in combat. It'd weaken his power, so he's wary, as you should be.
I know what I'm doing.
You'd better.
What? What's going on?
That didn't do it. That wasn't it. Did it?
What? What's going on?
Dead now, like the rest of them.
Hey, Dwight. You need to start shifting those crates over to Beppo.
And who are you to be telling me what to do?
Hawkins. He's not happy with you standing around.
Really? Then he should come here and tell me personally. But he won't. So, save yourself the effort.
Too risky.
Don wants this, the Inquisitor wants that. What about what we want?
Trying to sleep.
Don wants this, the Inquisitor wants that. What about what we want?
Better start again. There. Hey,
Hey, what? You better be from Hawkins. I need those crates moving.
I've just arrived here. I'm not from anyone.
Lazy more like. Bet you never done a decent day's work in your life.
Your mother, Tilda, is worried about you.
Oh, she's always worried. That woman makes my life a misery.
Okay, okay. Clearly she's got nothing to be worried about. What crates?
The ones full of artifacts? What else are we moving? Damn Hawkins. His workers should have delivered them by now. I knew it was too much responsibility for the old coot.
So you're in charge of moving boxes, right?
They're not just any old boxes. They're full of artifacts from the excavation sites. They get dug up, they come to me, and then they go to the Don.
Oh, so you're not even moving boxes for yourself, then?
When you get an important role here, then you can make jokes. Until then, shut your bleeding mouth.
Let's talk sensibly. I could help you get your crates.
Think you can? All right. We'll get going and get them moving.
No sense in asking if you know the magic word.
What magic word? Here, you're not with that Inquisition lot, are you? Look, I'll have no magical nonsense around here.
What's in these artifact crates?
Puppies. Artifacts, what do you think, genius? Everything that's dug up from the ruins gets crated up. But keep your mitts off them. If you're looking for gold, then do some work. You dig for the Don, then you'll get your share.
I'll think about it. Where are these crates you want moved?
At the excavation site, but they should be here. I swear, those workers are being slack just to wind me up.
Too risky.
Oh,
Are you the local blacksmith?
I couldn't... Blacksmith? I look like I spend my days making fucking horseshoes. I'm a pewterer, a gilder, a worker of fine metal. And I'm not looking for an apprentice. Particularly one that doesn't know the difference between a metal worker and a smith.
Do I look like an apprentice?
You don't look like you've got the coin to be a customer. What you want?
Do you need help? I'm looking for work.
No one here looks for work. The only thing people here look for is gold. And you don't look like you're any different.
Do you work with gold?
Gold. Gold. Nothing but gold. You just see the money in it, don't you? Well, there's no point you thinking about getting wealthy here. Every crumb of gold out there belongs to the Don.
Everyone has to give their gold to the Don.
If you know what's healthy for you, once a month, you have to take the Don his share.
And how much is his share?
You see anyone round here looking wealthy?
Not unless mud is the local currency.
Well, you should see the gold he has in his temple. Hordes of it. Ha! I can see that look in your eye. Fancy a slice, do you? You'll end up in pieces with those thoughts in your head.
How do I get to see the Don?
What do you want to see the Don for? Try standing on a tree outside the temple. You're not going to get closer than that.
No one gets to see him. There has to be some way I can get to see him. There must be some way to see the Don. Something he wants.
If it doesn't glitter, he doesn't give a toss. I wouldn't be surprised if one day he had his wife gold-plated.
Is there something he wants then? Something in gold he doesn't have?
We found a sword pommel. Beautiful bit of work. Supposed to belong to some garrison commander before he pissed off an ogre. You find the blade for that pommel, the Don'd kiss your hairy ass. Fuck it, I would too.
I'm looking for new weapons.
Looking is for losers. Paying gets you the goods.
I'll find the blade the Don wants.
You want to look for it? Be my guest. But you take one piece of that blade for yourself, one bit of glittering gold, I'll hear about it.
I wouldn't dream of it. Where can I find this sword blade the Don wants?
If you believe the stories, the ogre dragged the garrison commander off where those temple ruins are. If anyone has found anything there, they're bound to shoot their mouth off, particularly seeing as those bits of blade will be covered in gold. There's a pisshead called Lewis reckoned he'd seen something, but he's a sack of shit.
So you want to restore the sword for the Don?
If I can get all the pieces. Can't do jack shit without all the pieces.
Have you got any sword blanks?
It's just what I got here. My stock of ore is empty. You bring me some iron ore, I can make you some blanks.
What have you got to trade? Better start again. There.
Waif and stray looking for pity? Or fortune hunter looking for gold? Looks like I've got another mouth to feed.
Are you the cook?
Amongst other things, you have to be adaptable in these times. One day you've a sword in your hand, the next, a ladle. And the cooking relaxes me, if you call stirring wild boar and brugelweed cooking. Sorry, forgotten my manners. I'm Rachel. Here, new mouth, take this meat, freshly cooked.
I need to talk to the Don.
Join the queue. I'm thinking of joining it myself. You can talk to me. When Esteban's busy, and he's always busy, I'm in charge.
But can you get me in to see him?
No. Look, he needs time alone to think. I'm always having to turn people away, even his good friends. Why would I make an exception for a newcomer?
I don't trust the Inquisition. I want to join Don Esteban's gang.
Another person without a home. I don't even recognize you from Harbour Town. Are you sure you're not with the Inquisition, new mouth? If you want to stay, then you'd better make yourself useful. Everyone needs to pull their weight here, and no one gets to see Esteban unless they have something valuable or important for him.
I have a package for the Don from Scordo.
A package. Right. I wish I had a gold coin for every time I heard that old chestnut. Maybe it is important, but if it's not, we're both in trouble, and if I open it to check... I'm sorry, Newmouth, if you really want to get in to see Esteban, you're going to have to do a lot better than that.
How are things around here?
Perfect. I don't know why we didn't move out of the town into the swamp earlier. The Inquisition are sucking the life out of the town, but this swamp is sucking the life out of us. We used to be close, all of us. Everyone made their share, worked for their share. Now it's falling apart. And with Esteban in that damn temple, I'm the one trying to hold it together.
Can I help?
And why would you want to do that? What do you want, Newmouth? Lazy cutthroats, idle thieves, and mosquitoes. Why do you want in on this?
You think the Don is losing control?
He's... a complicated man. The Inquisition's takeover of Harbor Town shook him up badly. All we've got is this place, and it's fragile, especially at the moment. I really don't need someone stirring up trouble.
Why do you think things are falling apart here?
It's those ruins. They've got everyone's mind on treasure. Even my Esteban. The whole place is being dug up. Although I'm certain that not everything that's being found is being delivered to the camp. Esteban makes sure that all the workers get a share of the gold. He's very fair like that. But someone is looking to line their own pockets.
You sound like you need help. What if I help out?
You do that. But, well, if you really want to stick your hand in this beehive, you're welcome to. We can certainly use the help. Everything seems to have ground to a halt. Go to the camp lieutenants and see what sort of problems they're having. That should help you get a picture of what's happening here. Maybe we can root out the source of this rot before it reaches Esteban.
Who do you think it is lining their own pockets? And what would happen to them if you knew who it was?
He'd be dead. Esteban's not a forgiving man.
So it seems. By the way, Lewis claims Brogar wants to replace the Don.
Brogar's always been trouble, but since we've been in this swamp, Esteban's absence has really lowered morale. It gets tongues wagging and hands lazy. I wish he could see that. Talk to the men. This could be just the thing to get Esteban going again. Show him how bad things have got, but I'm going to need more proof than the word of a drunken hunter.
Craig is running a betting ring.
He knows Esteban doesn't like that kind of thing. It just ends up with the men arguing. This could be the spark that sets everything off. Go and tell Craig I said to stop it if he knows what's good for him.
Brogar is forcing Sam to work for him instead of hunting. He's sawing wood for Brogar's fire. That's why you've not been getting the meat you need.
Damn Brogar! I thought he was trying to undermine Esteban. He'd be nothing without the Don, and now I need that meat.
What do you want to do about it?
Me? You do what you can. There'll be a full-on rebellion if stomachs go empty. If you want to help out, get me meat and get Sam back out hunting.
About your camp. I was told you're short of food. You need more meat?
Finally, someone who wants to do some work. Yes, I need 10 haunches of raw meat. You bring me the meat, and I'll put a little gold your way.
I never say no to gold. So who are the lieutenants here?
If you can't find that out yourself, how are you going to help me? Just go and talk to everyone. You'll find them. You'll soon see who's in charge and who thinks they are.
Here, 10 haunches of meat, as requested.
Thanks. These are pretty good cuts. Looks like you've got a skill for hunting. Here's your gold.
Hunting doesn't pay that well, then.
Take it or leave it. That's what you're getting, and it's enough to fill your stomach or get you drunk. Your choice.
Too risky.
You're going to spend your whole life hanging around.
Stop where you are. You ain't go.
Dangerous to us. How are we going to eat? All the farmers are in town, no hunters are going out. It's all crazy.
Failure and success. Two partners.
What's going on?
What's your problem?
Brogar, I challenge you to fight me in the arena.
You ain't worth the walk.
I fought and defeated all your fighters. Will you face me now, or are you a coward?
Show a little respect, little fish. I'll fight you. Maybe that way I can teach you some respect. Hope you're ready for this. Huh? impressed. Stay in my good books and I can make something of a scrapper like you.
I think I can make something of myself.
You get too cocky with people, it'll be a grave you're making for yourself.
Whoa there. Someone shoot your dog?
Stupid and mouthy don't wash well round here, especially not from workers.
Seems to be working for you.
You must be new round here. I'll tell you what, since you're new in this pond, little fish, I'll cut you a break. But after that, your bones will get the breaks. You hearing me? See, folks around here do what I say. Now enough questions. I'm hungry. Bring me a haunch of fried meat from Rachel, the cook up by the smithy. Bit snooty, but a looker. The Don's a lucky man. Of course, with him in that temple all the time, she might need a bit of company.
Tell you what, you do it yourself.
You got some backbone, haven't you? We'll soon rip that out of you. Boys, give this little fish a lesson in manners. You'll find my lads are tough but fair. Well, they're tough. You scared?
I've had worse. I've had...
Put that thing away. About time.
Brogar says you need teaching a lesson. Time for a little lesson.
Ouch.
That worker, Dwight, really doesn't care about your orders.
He's a lazy sod. And Beppo will go mad if he doesn't get those artifacts.
What do you suggest?
Someone needs to give Dwight a beating. That's what...
About time you took that attitude.
Me? I'm not a fighter. I'm not doing it.
And you wonder why things are like they are. You want me to ask nicely? Move those crates.
You never heard that them that rushes to toil are the quickest to spoil?
Have you ever heard those that refuse to depart get a boot up their arse?
All right. No need to speak twice when once will do. I'm going, okay? Okay.
Trying to sleep.
You know, if I were you, I'd sort your problems with Brogar and be quick about it. If you don't, well, let's just say everyone will be betting on Brogar.
You might want to change your odds. You don't want to bet against me. I told Rachel about your bets.
Are you out of your mind?
What? I didn't know it was such a big deal.
Big deal? The Don has forbidden gambling, especially for gold.
But I thought everyone...
You didn't think at all. You better go back to Rachel and straighten this out. Go on.
Seems like your fighters could use a few lessons too.
Okay, so you ain't bad. Give you a few years, you might be as good as me. Maybe. Domingo. You just don't get the caliber of raw killer you used to. They've all gone soft in this swamp.
Hawkins says you're meant to be protecting his workers.
Hawkins says, does he?
You promised Hawkins if he paid, you'd protect him.
You worried about him. You protect him.
Right. You're a real man of honor. Here, a haunch of fried meat.
Good. You wouldn't want to see me when I ain't been fed.
Got any proper work for me?
Are you actually good for something, little fish?
Easy to be cocky with that weapon and fancy armor of yours.
Nah, it's all the bodies I buried that make me cocky. 2 of my boys are supposed to be guarding the eastern swamp farm, but Clay's been lazing around the campfire. Go and see him. Make sure he takes over from Phil before Phil rots up there. Simple. I'm not losing another man to this fucking swamp.
Do you boys do anything other than stand about all day?
They're guarding. What do you expect? When it comes to standing around all day, these guys are the best. Trained killers, though, the lot of them. And if those creatures from the temples march in here, you'll be damn glad of them. So, show a little respect.
The fighters answer to you, right?
Yeah. Most of them owe their lives to me. One way or another, they know not to mess with a big fish.
So you know where they are at all times?
Course. Well, usually. One of them has gone missing. Dorgan was on an errand for me, down in the swamps. The pillock's probably got himself lost, or eaten, or he's chasing wenches again. Never could keep his mind on the task in hand.
Get Clay to take over from Phil. Sounds simple enough.
The farm's over to the east. As it's a simple job, I'll assume you'll get it done.
I'll look for him.
When I get my hands on him, he's gonna be emptying piss pots for the next month.
Why are you making Sam saw wood for you?
What business is it of yours, little fish?
He needs to hunt. If he doesn't, we'll all starve.
And if I don't get wood for my fire, I'll be pissed off. You're pissing into the wind if you wait for Rachel to organise anything. You want something here, you have to take it.
Yeah, I'm beginning to understand that. The men in the camp say you've never won a fair fight.
What's the point of a fair fight? You stick by the rules, you get beaten.
I'm sure lots of people would prefer...
You know what I think? I think...
Hey, I took the liberty of lifting that piece of the sword blade from you.
You thieving bastard. Rob a man when he's down, would you?
You'd have done the same to me, Brogar.
These are my rooms. Please remember that.
I sorted out your crate delivery problem.
Really? Well, thanks. Good to see someone's applying themselves. Tell you the truth, I ain't sure why the Don wants all this gold. Ain't like there's much to spend it on in a swamp.
Not that I've seen.
Anyway, you've put me in a generous mood. Here's a little advance on your share.
You going to stand here all day?
Anything new to tell me?
Don't worry about Craig. He won't be taking any more bets.
Well, I hope not. This is for you. A small payoff for your help.
Brogar is refusing to help the workers. They're being attacked by the creatures in the swamp.
That sounds like him. Wouldn't want to risk his precious fighters to protect the workers. This is all grist to the mill. Keep an eye on him. There's bound to be more.
More? It doesn't look like anyone is doing their job in this camp. Hawkins does want you back at work.
I knew it, but I won't go. You can forget it.
I find gold coins are a good cure for fear.
Gold? What use is gold if they get to you? No one knows how to stop the ancients. It's not courage I need. I'm not afraid. Staying away from them isn't about fear. Find someone else for the job. Send Dwight. He doesn't hear them. He doesn't believe. But you'd better know, the spirits will come for you, and there is no protection.
I have something that will protect you from the ancients.
There is no protection.
That's not what the mages say. They've been searching for objects like this amulet, for a way to protect us all.
That's just a cheap necklace.
Have a closer look.
How can this protect me?
This is what people have been searching the ruins for. Answers. For protection.
And they found something?
Yes. Objects with the power of the ancients, objects like this amulet, will protect you. The mages guarantee you'll remain 100% spirit-free. But we need to find more of these. More artifacts, so everyone can be safe.
Yes, of course.
That's why it's important for you to have this. If we're to protect everyone, we need you to look for things at the excavation site.
Of course. I'll do it. I'll help protect everyone.
Lewis, he drinks a bit, doesn't he?
Often, yes. But it's how he gets his iron. Don't ask me how, but it works for him. And he really is the best teacher around.
If you say so. Too risky. Let...
Hey!
So, why is everyone so afraid of Brogar?
Ha! Why, no one can...
Not true.
Oh!
Shouldn't you be...
Damn it, don't... Everything's going to... No!
It's time to stop drinking.
Whoa! If you got some hunt...
Get hunting, or I'll get unpleasant.
Wait!
I'm waiting.
What? Right. You go and deal with these rats. If it... What do you think? Hey, that was fast. Here.
That's only 25.
Yeah? Oh. Well.
What did she say?
I calmed her down.
Next time, talk to me before blabbing. In fact, make sure...
So?
Nah, no one springs to mind. Surely you've got other things to get on with. People like you usually have.
That's it. Not now.
The temple guard.
Do you think he'd invite you in for a beer? He's a guard, remember? You'll have to have something for the Don. A gift, information, something valuable.
What sort of gift?
Oscar the Smith will tell you. He's helped a lot of people impress the Don. Oscar's good with gold. And as I say, the Don rather likes unusual things that...
The Don's wife, Rachel.
The Don put her in charge of this mess, and if she can't feed people, how can she control anything? Brogar wants the Don out of the way. Proving Rachel useless only helps him.
I heard that Brogar was supposed to take care of the workers.
Brogar takes care of himself. That's nothing new and won't help.
I
did hear that. That must have been some battle. Now keep the pressure on him. You're getting close to nailing the bugger.
Enrico is back working at the excavation site.
How did you manage that?
Let's say he took some persuading, but saw sense.
Well, I suppose you need to have some gold for that.
Thought you might like to know Dwight's gone back to work.
He has? That's almost a miracle. But well done.
Your gratitude. Shouldn't you be standing guard by the swamp farm?
Piss off.
I don't care what you think of Brogar, but you see, now I am telling you to get out on guard duty.
You are?
That's right.
There's a reason Brogar didn't come himself. Now I'll show you.
All right then, you bastard. Ah! 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 Yeah! Ah!
Are you gonna stand guard now, or are we gonna fall out?
I'm going.
Clay's taken over from Phil on guard duty.
Good. Pair of useless assholes.
Your deliveries of artifact crates will be starting again.
Thanks. I didn't want to worry Esteban about that. Not after everything that's happened.
Stop!
I've a message from Harbour Town for the Don.
Course you do, course you do. But I ain't letting you in until I get the nod from Rachel.
Guarding. Guess that's a really important job.
Most important in the camp. I make sure people don't just stroll in to see the Don. He's very against strolling in. And I'm not pissing Rachel off or I won't get any grub. So, move along. Stop!
How do I get permission to speak to the Don?
The Don is busy. He's thinking. Talk to his wife, Rachel.
Right,
I ain't...
Are you one of the fighters here?
I am out here. When we were in the town, well, sleight of hand's more my thing. Combat's for boneheads. I have a few real skills. Sneaking, opening locks, picking pockets. Proper honest skills.
Sounds good. Clay is taking over your post.
About time. Thanks. There's something... Oh, I need a...
I want to be... What else can you teach me about pickpockets?
And you're more like... Then when it... Ah! Yeah! Ah! Yeah! Ah! Ah! Yeah! Ah! What?
Are you fucking crazy?
I'll help you.
Ah! 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 Yeah! Rotten hell!
That didn't do it. It worked.
Huh? That look. You've come for protection money.
Protection money?
Maybe you just have that look. What brings you here?
Is this your land?
It's me that farms it. Then I use the Brugal weed that grows here to make beer.
What can you tell me about the area around here?
You haven't been here long, have you? Let's see. Well, the boys in the camp all work for Don Esteban. They're collecting everything they can find made of gold. The Don must have a fortune in that temple by now.
Do you work for the Don?
Me? One day, these ruins rise up out of the ground, all over the place. Then Don Esteban comes here. At least he keeps these creatures from the temple away.
Where did...
From those temple ruins.
Could you teach?
I suppose, but it would take you...
What's...
They mostly... I don't...
Why do...
Cause you... I need...
All right.
Of course. And don't forget...
Does the Don ask you to pay for protection?
No. It's his command. He did...
So... Maybe...
Well, all right. I can always... If you're...
You can relax.
Now that... Here.
Hey, you grow Brugal.
I grow Brugal to sell it. There's no other way to earn money out here.
Well fought.
New here, right?
It's that easy to tell.
Ah. Don's boys already got on your nerves, eh? They're just bored. No imagination, you see.
What do you do here?
I tend the brugleweed here on Robar's farm. It's not the most noble of plants, but it's versatile. You can brew beer with it. You can, should you be of a mind, smoke it as well. The smoke has special properties, if you know what I mean.
What do you know about the Don?
I know enough not to mess with him. We used to be out here all alone, until they swept in and took the place over. But stick to his rules and he's a good man, if a hard taskmaster. Working in the fields isn't easy, but it gets you away from people. Space to think.
Can you sell me some work?
Surely can. And
what do you think about Don Esteban?
you can say what you like about the Don, but he's never left us in the lurch. You can always count on his word. What?
I heard there was a spy around.
A spy? A spy for who?
Well, keep... You mean protection money?
Shush! Not so bloody loud!
Who are you protecting?
What do you care?
About Bro. I found out Brogar is collecting protection money here in the camp.
That'll be his style. What a bloody... But it's good information. You might be able to use that at the right time, but be careful.
risky. Your shoe is untied.
Oh, yeah.
I think I get it. Your work here is not too bad, but I've seen better.
You've seen better? And you're an expert, are you? You wouldn't know decent metalwork if someone...
The swamp farmer sent me with 10 bottles of beer.
Ah, I wondered when that was going to arrive. Thank you.
Here.
Great. Hope Robar's doing okay out there. He's a decent man. Hard work.
Brogar is collecting protection money from the people here in the camp.
What? Are you I'd be surprised if he were being that brazen about it on his own doorstep. Do you have proof? Solid proof?
Any...
Well, apart from me having bunions the size of hen's eggs, no. Been pretty quiet.
You have
a man without... You must have someone else to talk to.
I've got not now.
I delivered your...
Yeah?
Yes, here it is.
That's a sight. I won't forget this.
Going what?
Too risky. Can you...
The number of times I've been asked that. I suppose it was one of the rockworms out here, but it doesn't always have to be big to be dangerous.
Here. I'm looking for Dorgan.
That moron, he went in. Wouldn't surprise me if...
To the east of here. I now have all the pieces of the sword blade.
I was right. It is a beautiful piece of work. Good job it has me to return some life to it, eh? And you still standing there staring at me? Supposes I owe you some sort of reward? Come back when I've finished the sword. I'll show you what a true craftsman can make. Here. Fucking beautiful, isn't it? Isn't it?
Sorry. I think I'll keep this.
Ha! Right. Give it back. I said, give me the sword. You fucker! You planned this? You just wanted the sword to get to the Don. You're gonna regret crossing me.
But Dorgan, one of Brogar's people.
Can I see it, please? Seems Dorgan was helping Brogar to pocket Esteban's gold. Where is he now?
Dead. I found him in a cave near the swamp.
This list will help. We'll need more evidence, though, of which to persuade Esteban Brogar is working for his own interests.
I heard the Don was interested in a sword. A golden sword. Well, I've got it.
Are you serious? So you actually found all the pieces? That's amazing. You can't even tell it was broken. Oscar certainly knows his metals.
Surely this is enough to get me an audience with the Don.
Are you kidding? He'll probably divorce me and marry you.
I'm guessing that means I can go in.
Anyone gets in my way, anyone, I tell you.
Stop where you are. You ain't going another step close.
Rachel says I can talk to the Don.
Really? And
Shall I bring her here? I'm sure she'd be delighted to know her orders aren't being followed.
Yeah, all right. I get the picture.
I don't care what the law says, it can't go on like this.
Boom, bang, bang.
Town will be safe for a while.
You might want to talk to the Don before you speak to me.
Could it be dangerous to us?
Gold and water, the secret treasures of the desert.
I got fed up of waiting for him.
I've heard that too.
What do you want?
What's behind that?
No one's allowed into the dock. Don't even think about it.
Right.
Town will be safe for a while, they say. They say.
Do not touch what it
That's a lot of gold you have there.
is from the ruins. The Don I am
How did an ogre wind up guarding gold for an outlaw?
Don Esteban saved my life. Now I, Caracos, work for Don Esteban.
The Don must trust you to leave you with all his gold.
Don Esteban said, honor is what matters to me. Gold does not bring honor, only greed.
Looks like the Don couldn't have found a better guard.
Some people have tested.
I can believe that.
The disloyal find death.
You train the men here?
Don Esteban.
Is it your habit to walk into places unannounced? Who are you?
A castaway. I've come to offer you my services.
A castaway? I need true men. Lucky men. You saw your ship wrecked beneath you. Do you see that as luck?
When all but one other died and I lived, I call that luck.
Well, I suppose we're all castaways on this island. Castaway by life, now castaway by those stones. I'll give you a chance, castaway. Prove your luck to me.
I have brought you the sword you were searching for.
This is Oscar's work. I can see that right away. We both sought this sword since we heard of it. Now here it is in my hands. Here. Pride gets eaten or poisoned by idleness. Sometimes I think Fincher is the only man-jack of them left. But do you have substance? I am in need of pride. So I shall give you a chance to prove yourself, castaway.
I'd like to know more about what's happening here. Why are you and your men in this swamp?
The Inquisitor has his claws stuck deep into the flesh of this island. A firm grip on the harbor town and the monastery. Well, that's what he thinks. And that's what others see. The Inquisition's numbers growing. Men dragged into his service. What I see is a man making enemies. A man wasting his strength against the creatures in the ruins. So we wait here, the spider in the corner of the web, and we bide our time.
What is the Inquisitor looking for in the temple ruins?
The White Robes take everything they discover to the monastery. There the mages are working to unlock some secret. This much I do know. So far they've avoided this temple. But for how much longer?
Do the White Robes attack you and your men?
Right now, they are avoiding open war. But if they don't find what they're searching for elsewhere, I'm sure we can expect their eyes to turn to us.
What was it like before the Inquisitor was here?
Corrupt as any land ruled from the mainland. Governor after governor bleeding the people, courting favor. When their men, the garrison, were withdrawn to the mainland, we were ready. I took control. In the name of the people. The brothels were clean, the prices fair. Men had dignity, pride. And the earth shook. The temple ruins rose. And the Inquisition and all their ways came after them. Why here? Of all the places they could have gone, why did they come here? The Inquisitor is hiding something from us. But I shall find his secret. And in the meantime, I shall strip as much as I can from those ruins. With gold. With gold, you can fight power.
What do you plan to do?
I want my town back. It is our town. It belongs to the people of this island, not the mainland. For that reason, I left some of my men there when we withdrew, gathering intelligence, frustrating the plans of the Inquisition. They were supposed to be sending me information, but I've heard little recently. These aren't times when plans run smoothly.
How can I help you?
Find out what is happening in Harbour Town. Find my men. I have no idea if my men are alive, imprisoned, dead, or worse, if they have defected. Go there. Discover the truth for me.
Scordo has Harbour Town ready for revolt. He's just waiting for a sign from you.
Ah, I knew it. That is good. That is very good. Did Scordo say anything else? Give you anything else?
Yes. Scordo gave me this package for you.
Ah, you see? Even an old bear in a cave can grow fat. Scordo must trust you if he gave you this package, and you delivered it. You have proven yourself, proven it was right to trust you. As of today, you are one of us, and can call yourself a hunter. You have earned our respect. You have earned your pride.
I only hope to prove myself further. Don Esteban, do you have any tasks for me?
Well, if it isn't our castaway. At least one man here is scrupulous about his tasks. Many of my men are too busy worrying about the Inquisitor and lining their own pockets.
Maybe we need to give them something else to think about.
They are my sword. If my sword is dull and the Inquisitor attacks...
He hasn't attacked so far.
Which doesn't mean he won't. Fear has haunted us for months. A man's spirit won't remain true for long in that climate.
What could the Inquisitor be planning?
Oh, that is a good question. And I think you should find me the answer.
Why me? How am I supposed to discover what he's planning?
As my envoy, I want you to go and negotiate with him.
Is it true that you do business with Romanov?
What is wrong with that? Pirates act for themselves and for gold. The Inquisitor acts for his faith. Me, for my people. We all have our own beliefs. We all act in our own interest.
What should I tell the Inquisitor?
That I have something he wants and that he has something I want. Use that to draw him into conversation. Let him reveal his desire to you. But do not just seek information. We need a truce with him until our strength grows or his shrinks. So tell him I will give him what he wants. That we mean him no harm.
What does the Inquisitor want?
That's what I want you to find out. By offering it to him, I hope to discover what it is he is seeking. Apparently he doesn't want gold. He has enough of that. So persuade him to say what peace is worth to him. Maybe that way we will find out what it is he seeks, and what it is that he is planning.
How do I get past the Inquisition to speak to him?
Simply tell them that I sent you to negotiate with the Inquisitor. If they aren't afraid of me, they are of him.
If I'm to serve, I'll need better armor.
If that is all, that I can provide. Pay your share of gold to our war chest, and I shall arrange your armor.
I need armor fit for a hunter.
We look after our own. Take it.
I take it, but is it freely offered?
A hunter's best defense is to know his prey. Plan well, and you will...
I'll open negotiations for you.
Be careful what you say. Remember, you are going to gather information for me, not...
So, the Don's giving you a chance.
Yes.
Lucky you.
Lucky me.
I know what it looks like, him skulking in that temple. Let me give you some advice. Don't underestimate him. He's just waiting for the right time. This island is the Don's, and he's going to take it back.
What do you do for the Don?
I take care of things for him. Keep an eye on people. Right now, that mostly means the Inquisition, these white robes. These excavation sites are on our island. What right have the Inquisition to take everything? If you're not going to let them take you, you best get yourself some training.
Are you expecting the Inquisition to attack you?
They're building up their forces, pushing closer every day. It's only a matter of time before they try and overrun us. Too risky.
So you're a hunter, are you?
Don't look to me next time you're hungry, Beppo.
Hey, I know how to feed myself.
I can see that.
Go fuck yourself.
I feel so odd. I haven't.
Go fuck yourself. What do you want here?
You become a hunter. Well done. A hunter is only a step away from being a fighter. Keep going like that, and I'll bet you'll be one of us in no time.
Watch yourself around here. They were right below us the whole time.
East. So you're a hunter now? Good, because I'm hungry.
I'm hunting for the camp, not for you.
I am the camp, little fish. Don't forget that.
I found Dorgan.
Yeah? Where is the lazy bastard?
He's dead. His body's in a cave near the swamp.
Oh, well, if it keeps some swamp creature feeding off my back, it'll be the first useful thing he's done. Now, did he have anything on him? Anything at all.
Yes, I found a very interesting list in his pocket.
Did you now? And where is it?
What's the worry? This protection racket of yours is all approved, isn't it?
You don't want to play games with me. Just give me that list.
Anything else for me to do?
Well, maybe one thing, if you're up to it.
Out with it.
Right. But keep this to yourself. You hearing me? Have you ever collected funds generously donated by those grateful for their security?
Generously donated security funds.
Hey! You're a hunter? Well done. You're one of us. An elite band. Of misfits, mainly.
Not bad for a castaway.
Not bad at all. Be proud of yourself. And as a fellow hunter, if you need help, you know where I am.
Too risky.
Hey, you there.
What do you want?
Oscar says hello. He paid me to knock you around a little. A lot, in fact.
Right.
So, either you give me more than Oscar did, or I tie your testicles round your neck.
Screw you.
You just screwed yourself. Time for a little less.
Again!
Ah!
Ow! He won't be getting up anytime soon.
Murderer!
Good one. Fight, you idiot! Come on! Come on! Yeah! Getting up anytime soon.
Murder doesn't make... Why don't you go screw yourself?
Don't get yourself killed.
So, you're a hunter now. Not surprising. You've got that hunter look about you.
Was that a compliment?
I don't do compliments. Just facts. Miserable things that they are.
Leave me be.
They say the threat from the White Robes has eased. They say a lot of things.
you know how long I've worked for the Don? And they make you a hunter after 2 minutes.
Ah, it's you. Huh. How goes it going? How's it going? How's it going?
Don't you think it's time you stopped drinking?
Nope. While the fighters are so wound up, I'm staying right here and relaxing.
Here.
Hey!
Here.
I thank you. You are.
Thank.
Ah! Hey! Right. Come on. You got me.
Feel it. If someone doesn't silence the volcano, we're all doomed.
How can you silence a mountain?
Shouldn't you be asking how a mountain can talk? I'd rather be on the mainland, away from here.
If the sea doesn't swallow you trying to get there.
We'll talk later.
What can I do for you? Perhaps some healing? Word has it you have chosen the path of the hunter. Well, I wish you all the best on the difficult path that lies before you.
You're a mage, and you serve the Don.
Someone has to take care of the boys here. It falls to me to do so. It's an honor, and it allows me to do what I need to. The boys here are a little exuberant, but we have an arrangement. I heal them, and they leave me to carry out my studies in peace.
You study?
Certainly. There is much to discover here. Like, for example, the magic barrier in the lower vaults.
What can you offer for healing?
I have potions to ease your wounds. I'm well versed in the art of alchemy and prepare all potions myself.
What magic barrier?
They were clever, the builders of this place. They did not rely on just iron and stone to keep people out. They knew the power of magic, too. If you ever venture deeper into the temple, you'll find that out. And this isn't the only place on the island they protected with magic.
What can you tell me about the monastery?
It was a place of reflection and study, a place of meditation. Now, though, it is little more than a brutal training ground for the Inquisitor. Where once silence and thought reigned, now there is the sound of quarterstaffs clashing as the Order's warriors practice. But there are those there who remain studious, who keep the Order's knowledge.
Is there anyone there who will share this knowledge?
You could try Master Illuma. He teaches scroll making. Simple magic it may be, but it would be a good idea not to underestimate the power of scrolls.
Thank you. I will talk to him if I see him.
I would. You won't regret it.
Could you teach me something about alchemy?
That depends. Are you ready to learn? Is your mind open to the knowledge? Am I ready to teach you? Yes, I think I am. But there are dangers. This is not a discipline to be taken lightly. I shall guide you, but you must beware.
Surely not much can go wrong with mixing potions.
Normally, no. But the ingredients we use here are strange. We are far from the mainland, and the materials we are finding in these temples have unknown properties. My last experiment was almost literally my last, if you understand. So be warned.
Tell me more about your studies.
I am fascinated by those that built this temple, unraveling their ancient, dangerous secrets. This stone, for example. Obsidian, these ancients called it. Hugely resilient. It served them as a raw material for their weapons and armor. Weapons made of this would be very damaging.
So, if someone could find any weapons they had left behind. Do you have things to sell? Do you... What can... I'd like to...
Good.
What effect...
Thus it. Many...
That's done.
What's your problem?
All right. Here's the list Dorgan had.
You're smart. Were you smart enough not to tell anyone else about this list?
Only Rachel?
Rachel? Are you fucking crazy? Are you out of your little fish mind?
Calm down. You'll burst something.
You'd better hope I don't get any trouble because of this.
Seems to me you're still alive.
You better have a long, hard think about whose side you're on, little fish.
What would happen if the Don found out about your little scheme, Brogar?
Ha! The Don doesn't give a shit what's going on in this camp, not anymore. This place needs a strong leader. Not someone who lets the Inquisition walk in and then hides away like a dying dog.
You want me to do this job or not?
Maybe you can succeed where that damn Dorgan failed. Well, all the folks in this camp who ain't fighters, go and tell them their monthly payment is due. Collect it, then bring the gold back to me. Simple.
I'll take the job.
But can I trust you? Could be you're a shifty little fish.
I'll do it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I want it done, and I want it done right.
So about that little job I'm doing for you. Should I collect money from Sam?
No, Sam works for me. Good man. Knows the value of being discreet about his work.
Got it. What if I run into problems?
It's your job, so it's your problem. I'm owed 200 gold. I don't care how you get it. Squeeze it out of them or find it another way. But don't come back with any less.
Right. Who exactly am I meant to be collecting from?
You got a hole in your head? Anyone who isn't one of my boys. Oscar the Smith, the workers, Hawkins, Enrico, Brannan and Dwight, the hunters, Doug and Lewis, and that swamp farmer Robar and his farmhand Obel. And hurry it up.
What was that noise?
Do you owe Brogar some protection money?
For what? I don't need that great lummox to protect me.
Brogar's collecting protection money.
I had my suspicions. Some of the men go through their gold almost as quickly as I pay them. Tell Rachel. Brogar needs sorting out. Nothing but trouble.
I'm sure he'll get what's coming to him.
Well, if there's any justice, he will. But justice ain't too common around here anymore. I'm sure I'll see you around.
You're looking ruffled. You run into some trouble?
That was you saying hello, was it?
You mess with someone's livelihood, revenge is their undeniable right.
Fine. Then let's count us even.
So you've joined up, have you? Picked a bad time for it.
Yeah?
The Don used to rule here. Not anymore. Not now there's these creatures roaming the island. Creatures, refugees, the fucking Inquisition. Still, the more men on our side, the more chance we have to get through this mess.
I want to learn metalworking from you.
Maybe it would help to have someone around. But you give me even 2 halfpennies of shit, and you're out.
You're the smith. I want to learn metalworking from you. I want to trade some iron.
Piece of piss. Tell me what you want.
I'm here for Brogar's money.
What? Running Brogar's errands is no way to make friends here. Now they've got you collecting gold.
Whatever you say. Now give me the money.
Here, and I hope a Geiger bites you in the arse.
Hello? Hello?
But Brogar has ordered me to collect protection money for him.
What? Really? And who are you supposed to collect it from?
From all the men here who aren't one of his fighters.
He's really gone too far this time. How long has he been getting money from them?
No idea.
All right, just play along. Collect the gold and find out who's not paying so willingly. Then we might be able to put a nail in Brogar's coffin. He's not taking over this camp. Not while I live.
I certainly wouldn't want to see him with any real power. Do you have...
What do you want? Halt!
Brogar wants his protection money.
Here, take it, and leave me in peace.
You're a hunter. We end up eating rotworm for a month. I know who to pay a visit.
I heard you were accepted into the gang. Congratulations.
What was that noise?
Give me your protection money.
All right. I really don't want any nastiness.
Looks like the Don's accepted you.
Looks like it.
Well, these are hard times and a man has to choose somewhere to settle. You look about done. Here, have a swig of this.
I'm here to collect your protection money.
What? Don't tell me you're one of Brogar's henchmen.
Let's say business partner in training.
Well, I'm sure you have your reasons.
Thanks. But I am still going to need that protection money.
Here, take it. I hope I can get some peace now.
I was sleeping.
I'll need your protection money for this month.
We work, we feed you, we bring you wood, and you still screw us workers for gold.
Brogar wants his money.
Take my gold. Take everything, but leave me alone.
What? What?
Your protection money is due. Hand it over.
Yeah, here you are. Don't need to get rough.
Good to hear you're one of us now. We can use all the help we can get.
Brogar sent me to collect the money you owe him.
So, he's got you working for him. Thought you might have a bit more sense. Here, take it. Hope you choke on it.
Murdered. Why don't you go screw yourself?
About Brogar. Brogar's demanding protection money from people and wants me to collect it.
You need Brogar on your side, but you don't want to end up like Dorgan.
Dorgan?
Dorgan was the last one to collect protection money for Brogar. Now he's disappeared.
Dorgan is dead. I found him in a cave.
Well, protection rackets aren't known for being safe things to get involved in.
It looked like wild animals had killed him.
Be careful. You don't want to end up like that.
Thanks. That advice isn't exactly easy to follow.
Hello? Hello?
Don't go. Watch your back. Keep watch. See you. Don't go dying. See you around.
I'm sure
What do you
I'll
want
see you
here?
around.
What are you doing up here?
Hiding. So you're a hunter now. You must have really impressed someone.
Doesn't anyone do anything in this camp?
Don't get me wrong, I'm a worker. Man of the earth, me. There's nothing fancy about moving soil round, but work is what I do best.
Tell me about your work.
About digging? Well, like I say, it may be dirty work, but someone's got to do it. You fancy trying? Just look for a sandy spot in one of the excavation sites, then you stick your shovel in the ground, and dig. Who knows? You might even find something.
So, what are you hiding from?
Work.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I'd like to be working, only I can't. You see all these huge insects turned up at the excavation site? I'm not going back to work while they're still there. I like my job, but I'm not going to die for it.
Which fighters are responsible for protecting the excavation site?
Just Ricardo. I've not seen him there for a while. Don't think he cares much about us workers.
He'll care if the work doesn't get done, and he ends up doing it. You can go back to work. The insects are gone.
Are they really gone?
Gone. Dead. Deceased.
Okay. You seem like the honest type. I'd best be getting back to work then.
I'll have a word with him.
Okay. But don't tell him I told you. He's almost as bad as those creatures.
I'm here to collect you-know-what, Brandon. Pay up.
Brogar got you collecting now, has he? Okay, I'll pay. But I actually want protecting this time.
Look out! Behind you! A rotworm!
What? Where? Has it gone? Sneaky beasts they are. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled.
Murder doesn't make you friend. Why don't you go screw yourself? Damn, that was a good one. Disgusting beasts, and the Inquisition. This used to be a quiet island. Sometimes, I think all the good times have gone.
Aren't you supposed to be protecting the excavation site in the swamp?
I am.
The worker, Brannan. He says he's been waiting forever for you.
I don't care about workers.
I can see why they made you a guard.
What was that?
Did you know Ricardo isn't at his post? At the swamp excavation site?
You telling tales now?
Just being helpful.
Well, unless you've got orders from me, stay out of my business.
So about that little job I'm doing for you. There's no one left to collect from.
Right. So where's my 200 gold coins?
I did the work. I'm keeping the gold.
I knew you were shifty. Think you can get one over on Brogar, eh? When you've got a big shock coming, when you least expect it.
Hello? Hello?
By the way, I collected all the money for Brogar. Now what?
If my husband learns about this, he'll have Brogar killed on the spot. Then he'll give me hell for not keeping an eye on things. Perhaps if you go to Brogar and tell him what you know, threaten to pass it on to Esteban, maybe he might buckle. That would help keep things calm here for a while at least.
Well, I'll try talking to him. I'm thinking maybe I should tell the Don what I know, Brogar.
About what? My protective, supportive funds? You think he'd believe a little fish like you over me?
We'll see, shall we?
Look, let's not get into a fight over this. I ain't forgotten the last one. I'll quieten things down, okay? Just don't think he can keep pissing me off.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Right. Good. Glad we got that clear.
You were right. Brogar folded.
Thank you. That will help calm things for now. Don't worry, that's not an end to it. When he's least expecting it, I'll slip something in his food. I know poisons that will work slowly to turn a person inside out over several weeks.
I might just stay away from your cooking in the future.
Here, you've earned a reward. Oh, and one more thing. Don't let Esteban know about this. He'd just blame me.
I'm not interested in getting you in trouble.
Now that's out of the way, I'd better get back to work. Thanks for all your help. If you find anything else, let me know.
I need a place to sleep.
Take Brogar's hut. I don't think anyone's going to dispute your right to it.
Well, I arrived here with just a mouthful of sand. So a shack in the swamp is a step up, I suppose. Let Sam go hunting.
Okay, okay. Aren't you the soft-hearted one?
Looks like you're moving on, Brogar. The Don's given me your hut.
You better watch your step, little fish. Because as soon as you stumble, my blade will be waiting.
Yeah. Don't think I won't be ready for you.
You won't see me coming, little fish.
You can stop worrying about Brogar. I've dealt with him.
You're quite something. With him gone, I just hope that Don will find his old self again. But that's me talking about us, and I get the sense you've already outgrown us. You've got a spirit of adventure. This swamp isn't going to be good enough for you. Well, I guess I'd better get back to my own work, eh? Good luck with wherever you go.
You don't have to worry about your food supplies anymore. Sam is back out hunting.
So I heard. You've got enough for this. Here, take this gold. Don't spend it too quickly.
Right. They're all back at work. Things should get moving now.
That is good work. I'll keep Beppo and his cronies off my back.
Brannan has returned to work.
I saw. Good work.
I thought you'd be pleased.
I am. Oh, take this. You deserve payment. Think I want to spend time with you? Swim away, little fish, before the water gets... Don't bother me with this.
Can't help you anymore, I'm afraid.
About your...
You will be paid your due. Or was there more to that question?
Not every man feels they get their share. Brogar is betraying you and lining his own pockets. He's using his fighters to extort protection money from the others under your command.
Brogar has always had his schemes.
And in this time, when your men grow restless and afraid, you want them paying money to him and blaming you for their misery?
If what you say is true, I will stretch Brogar's neck. You are right. It is time an example was set.
Too risky.
Don wants this, the Inquisitor wants that. What about what we want?
Well, I will.
I've got everyone back to work on the tasks you'd given them.
Well, you're not like everyone else around here, are you? I'm impressed.
There has to be more that needs doing.
Single-minded, aren't you? No, but here's something as a thanks. Hopefully this camp will run a little smoother from now on.
The workers had downed tools, but I've got Brannan and Enrico to start work again. By the way, Don Esteban knows about the business with Brogar. If you want real change, you can't keep things from him.
But I asked you not to. We sorted it, didn't we? What's the use in worrying him now? Things might not be good here, but Esteban had found some peace, and now you just go.
What have you done? Brogar is furious, and I mean really furious. If he catches you, there's no knowing what he'll do.
Where is he?
I don't know. He headed into the swamp in the south, and that's the last we saw of him.
He had to run. The Don's gonna turn him into...
Yeah.
Brogar's never been pretty. A little more for me. I'll have to pick this, or find the key.
Yeah! Yeah! Ah! 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 Yeah! Ah! 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 Yeah! Ah! Yeah! Ah! 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 Ah!
I'll have to pick this. I'll have to pick this. Or find the key. start again. That wasn't it. Did it? Yes! That didn't do it. Yes. That didn't do it. Yes.
Start again. It broke. Did it? That wasn't it. Did it?